Start the school later and get better grades. That's what I always think about school. Growing up in Venezuela, I used to start school at 7 a.m. from Monday to Friday. I remember for me it was so painful to have to get up that early. I left there until I finished my 6th grade. And my daily routine was to wake up at 6 in the morning, drive to school, and then at school, then I will remember to be falling asleep every time. I remember not being able to pay that much attention as I would like to. And then once I moved to the US, I noticed middle school started at 9 a.m. in the morning, which was something great for me because it was my first time in years waking up that late to go to school. My first day in class, I remember I was so active. Even though I was nervous because I didn't speak the language, I remember I wasn't falling asleep that I used to. And that was something really good for me. Then high school changed again, and I had to start going to school at 7:40 a.m., which made me wake up at 6:30 to eat breakfast and change clothing. That was pretty annoying for me, but overall it wasn't that bad because I wasn't starting at 7 a.m. I was more close to starting at 8 in the morning. And I finished all my classes with pretty good grades. Then, right now, I'm going to college, and the time I start class is usually at 8 in the morning, and I leave at 9 in the morning, and my other classes are in the noon. For example, I have math at 6 in the noon till 9 p.m. And it's the first time ever I'm getting my lowest grade in the class is at 88, and I already passed 3 classes with an A. According to an article, in the early 1990s, medical research found that teenagers have biological different sleep-wake patterns than pre-adolescent or adult population. On the basis of that information, in 1997, the 7 comprehensive high schools in Minneapolis Public School District shifted the school start time from 7:15 a.m. to 8:40 a.m. Starting school later improved the grades of the students because the absences were less, the people skipping classes were less, and the people falling over in the class were less. Today I'm going to be talking why I think starting school later is waiting for your knowledge. I will also explain why I prefer school to start early in the morning. And finally, I'm going to explain why starting later is still better than going in so early. When I was in Venezuela, it was extremely exhausting to wake up. Starting school later in the day will guarantee you to get better grades and gather more information than starting so early morning, because the kids from ages 3 to 12 are not used to wake up that early. To teenagers 13 to 19, our body works differently, and we also have a tendency of going to sleep late at night and wake up later in the day too. We're also known because we're procrastinators or having a busy afternoon, leaving us working on projects and homework and not being able to finish on time. Even if we didn't procrastinate on homework, it's very common for us to play sports, have meetings, or have work to attend that will take us all noon, and we're going to be busy. And we're going to be getting at home at 7 p.m., giving students at least 2 hours of studying, being the minimum, leaving us tired next morning, waking up at 6:30 in the morning. And it's increasing people sleeping in class, less student attendance, and depression. Many adults and students believe having a school so early is better, but early start times do have some advantages that may be worth considering. Students who begin earlier have more time for after-school jobs and activities. A school may benefit by saving some money, and parents might find that early start works is better because they get to work on time. Also makes students to work the day before and helps them not procrastinate until the last minute, not being early morning. But these small reasons can be debated by I have proof of this being true because my school let students have a GPA higher than 2.5 as privilege in the last two periods, making them choose between leaving an hour early or getting to school 1 hour later. Most people chooses not to have the first class period, or they just skip it or get to school late, proving that the students don't like to get to class so early. In conclusion, starting school later in the day will prevent students to sleep in class, skip classes, get better attendance, learn the stuff better, and enjoy school more. Like I said, it's better to be awake and get class than failing the semester you choose.